Far, far north of here, hidden by wild and mysterious magic, a never-ending storm swirls around a secret. Those who dare to brave the storm tell tales of creatures of legend and lore, as well as a pair of island rings that seem to rise out of the waves themselves. Most say it's a legend, a fantasy created by those too curious for their own good, those who wander and read books too old to be believed. However, if you're curious, you may just find that there's more to the mysterious storm than it seems. Land of wind and waves and wonder, and wild things. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, and welcome to the Akellæren Journals. I've always been curious about writing and drawing, especially fantasy. However, there aren't a lot of Christian fantasies that I really love beyond The Hobbit and Narnia, that have that sense of wonder, wild, and magic that I love in a fantasy setting. And so, unwittingly at first, I started to develop my own. I drew creatures and forests, maps and villages, and slowly they all began to merge together into the islands of Akellæren. So I decided to start the Akellæren Journals, a series of video journals where I share the things I've made with you, and the things I plan to make in the future. And I have many more things to make. However, if I'm going to make videos about Akellæren, or on YouTube in general, I want them to be interesting. And so I've planned a storyline, as well as designing a bit of an atelier where we can conduct our research from, and also several animations and artworks for a more atmospheric feel. Akellæren is cozy and small, mysterious and wild, with stormy cliffs and deep forests. Large academic towns with intricate architecture are scattered across the land, which teems with strange and wonderful creatures that slink in the weald and swim in the seas. In short, it's all my favorite things in fantasy combined into one setting. Everything I'm making will be carefully considered and prayed over. I want Akellæren to be the perfect, wild, cozy, and mysterious fantasy setting that I've always longed to see more of, with Christian allegories and messages of faith woven in. But to give you an example of what we'll be doing on this channel, without further ado, let's get into some world building. I wanted the building that we're going to be stationed at to have an academia feeling, like most things in Akellæren, which requires a lot of bookshelves, papers, wood finishings, and little miscellaneous things. The building itself is an abandoned quest hall, which in Akellæren is a place people can sign up for and accept odd jobs, and also get transportation through the dragon lifts. The first floor is for the hall, the second is for boarding, the third is for the landing for the dragon lifts, although this quest hall seems to have been altered in a strange manner. When dragons began trading transportation to expand their collections, they commandeered the tops of tall buildings, and so, quest halls made the tops of their towers areas for them. The architecture of quest halls differs based on where they are in Akellæren, but they all have a tower and lots of windows. The libraries in quest halls are large and have books on many topics. It took a long time to get the design of this quest hall right, seeing as we're going to spend a lot of time here. But once I did get the design down, I really enjoyed painting and sketching the whole of the building. My favorite part of the building is probably, ironically, the one you can't see. The conservatory attached to the back of the building. Akellæren has plenty of magic and interesting creatures, and I have a feeling I'll be spending a lot of time in this building, learning everything I can about everything I can think of. And if you find that your interest has been piqued, then perhaps you'd like to discover the mysteries and magic with me. Who knows what we might uncover?